Hey friends, welcome back. So today I'm going to be breaking in the new Everything Company frames. So these are a flat frame, and I wanted to give it a few sessions of breaking them in before I start giving you thoughts and opinions, just because of the way the profile is on the H block. It's relatively flat and there's not much of a groove that aligns with the backslide plate. So in today's video, I'm going to be warming up with just a bunch of sole tricks, moving on to groove tricks, topside tricks, and then if my knee is feeling okay, I'll go ahead and try some of my more technical tricks. Let's go ahead and move on to some sole tricks. All right, so got a few sole tricks in. I usually don't get wheel bite on sole tricks, and you know, it's pretty par for the course with these frames. Another thing I'm not used to are bullet wheels. I just don't like skating on wheels that are very pointy because I don't feel as balanced on them. But I understand with these frames, so I'm skating the TNEC wheels, and I understand with these frames, it's intended to use kind of a bullet profile to avoid wheel bite. And that's one thing I've noticed with them already in the first couple sessions, is if I'm not boning over like with Royales and back barbs or Unities, that I am catching some wheel bite. So that's part of the reason I wanted to break them in, get a little more familiar with them. So let's go ahead and do some groove tricks. So I didn't really get wheel bite now that I've gotten some grooves broken into the sidewall and the frames at the H blocks. Didn't really get wheel bite, so that's kind of a good thing. You know, it's always been hard for me to get boot down after kind of my knee injury, but trying to deal with it the best that I can. Let's go ahead and get some topsides in. So topsides felt good. The reason I like to use topsides as a gauge for frames is to see how fast frames are. And the reason for that is when you do sole tricks, you know, all your weight is on the sole plate. When you do groove tricks, they're fast no matter what, just because you're grinding on a small surface area. But when you're doing topsides, all that weight is on the frame, and then the sole plate locks you in. So that, you know, for me is what tells me how fast a frame is. And I feel like when I started with these frames, they're really slow and sticky on top sides. As I've been breaking them in a little more, seems like they're getting a little faster. I don't know if that's because maybe I'm going into the grind faster to compensate, or if that's just due to them breaking in. But something I'm gonna keep an eye on as I continue to skate them. Let's go ahead and play around now.
Coming to your
All right, just wrapped up my session. I'm starting to like these frames more as I'm getting the side groove broken in on the H blocks. I still think they're a little slow on top sides, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on that as I continue to break them in. I do feel like with this frame, based on what I've seen so far, is that it forces you to have to bone over with Royales and like back barbs more in order to avoid the wheel bite, and that's even with the bullet wheels. Versus, you know, like, I guess what I'm saying is, I think if you are landing like straight 90 degrees onto a ledge and putting the weight kind of on top of the ledge, you're going to drag that wheel, which is where you get the wheel bite with these, which does happen to me from time to time, but it's not a major deal breaker. So yeah, continue skating these, and I'll definitely do a follow-up video and let you know how things change. Thanks all for checking in, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.